Hi there, I'm Miss Andrea, and I get to share with you egg number 5. So if you haven't grabbed an egg yet, grab it and add a number 5 to it. Well, first I have a question for you. Have any of you guys ever had to clean something before? I know I have, right? Maybe you have chores, or maybe you just want to help your family out at home and you want to live in a nice, clean environment. Well, so I was thinking, sometimes we clean with a broom, sometimes we have to have a vacuum, sometimes maybe we even dust with a rag, but sometimes we use a sponge. And so in today's Bible story, we're going to talk about a sponge. And you may wonder, what does a sponge have to do with the Easter story? Well, we're going to find out. But first, don't just go and grab any random sponge, especially if it's dirty and it's been used. Ask your parents if they have a sponge that they could help you cut a little piece of and then be able to put it in your Easter egg so that you can remember, as we do the countdown every single year from here on out, about what Jesus did and why the sponge has to do with the Easter story. So in order to find that out, let's go to our Bible and we're going to read Matthew 27 and it's verse 48. So at this point in our Easter countdown, Jesus is already up on the cross. And so we remember Jesus is willing to die on the cross. So he goes through a lot of pain and he has some tough stuff happen to him, but he does it because he wants to take that away from us so that we don't have to have that happen to us, right? And so he's on the cross right now in the middle of what this Bible verse is about ready to say. So let's read it. Matthew 27:48. One of them ran up, so one of them being one of the soldiers. So one of them ran up at once, took a sponge, soaked it into cheap wine, and put it on the end of a stick, and tried to make Jesus drink it. So in Bible times, sometimes if somebody was in pain, then they would let him drink this liquid, and in this case, it was some cheap wine, and it would dull the pain, and it would make it hurt a little bit less. But Jesus doesn't accept this. He doesn't want to dull the pain because he knows that he needs to experience all of that for us. And that's kind of a weird concept for us. Like, why would anybody want to go through pain? Well, Jesus didn't want to go through the pain, but he was willing to on our behalf. And now we get the forgiveness, we get his love. And Jesus knew that he was able to handle it because he's the Son of God. We can't handle something like that. We can't rise again from the dead. We can't forgive our own sins, but Jesus is able to do that. And so he took away all of that by dying on the cross for us. And so that's what we learn from this little tiny sponge. It's that Jesus loved us so much that he was willing to go through that hard time, and he was willing to be in pain, and he was willing to die on the cross, but he doesn't stay dead. And so that's the coolest part. He loves you and he loves me, and he's going to rise again from the dead. But for that, I think you need to tune in tomorrow to find out what's going to be in egg number 4. Today's number 5. Check out egg number 4 tomorrow. And if you're following along with us, post your pictures and videos in the comments section. Have a great day. Bye.